Right, so this is Pippa. She's a Shih Tzu mix, and she was very, very matted, so she's just had a rough shave off for now. But I'm just going to show her head. She can be a little bit difficult, so she needs a bit more handling. But the first thing I'm going to start with is the corner of eyes. And because she's got a short nose, the best thing to do to get out all this tear staining here is to use a clipper. So we'll see if she'll allow it. I'm just going to come from the corner of eye and just clear out. I'm not coming all the way forward. I don't want to take away all of this hair. I'm just getting the stuff that's right in that corner of eye as short as possible. That way it will take a bit longer to grow back. And we'll get those eyes nice and clean. Okay, just get that hair out of her eyes. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to tidy up the hair that's on top of the nose. Get rid of probably most of it, again, because she's got a short nose. We don't want all that hair going into her eyes. I generally don't take away the hair that's on top of the nose unless they do have quite a short muzzle. As much of that stained hair as I can get. A little bit of that as well. Again, not too much because I don't want her to look too pointy. Right, okay, and then the next part I'm going to do is, we could set the length of the top of the head with a comb attachment if we wanted to, but it stands up quite well, so I'm just going to scissor it into a circle. If I was going to set the length with a comb attachment, I would probably use an orange comb attachment, just to, in a flower shape, just to set that length. But I'm just going to scissor it today because it will look a little bit nicer. I'm using my curved chunkers or texturizers, and all of the scissors that we use here are always P&W, so they're quite easy to get hold of from P&W. And the first thing I'm going to do is go from one ear to the other and just set my length at the back of the head. Now it's a little bit short round here because it was matted, so it got shaved. So I'm just going to try and blend it in to the back, transition it in. And always comb it up to see where the length is and how it's looking. Okay, I'm going to stop there for now and come back to that. Right, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set my semicircle down the side of the face. So I'm going to lift that ear up, hold that head down. I don't want to overhandle the dog because I don't want this hair to go curly from the natural greases that I have on my hand or from her wet nose. So I've literally got a finger under the chin here, my thumb on top of the nose, and this finger holding that ear over to the side. I'm going to comb this hair down, and I'm just going to do a semicircle coming from the nose. The longest point is by the eye, and then back up to the ear. Get rid of that matted hair under there. And then you can't just do it once, you need to do it several times. So we're going to again comb that hair down because you'll see some hair will pop out, and back up to that ear. And then I'm going to fluff that hair up, and I'm just going to blend in the side. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Good girl, sweetie. Put that ear down. So I've set that side. It's not finished, I'll come back to it. Then I'm going to do the same on the other side. You can see her face is quite overgrown. I'm going to hold that down, but this time, because it's the opposite side, I'm coming from the back forward. So I'm coming up by the ear, again, longest point below the eye, and then back up to that nose. I'm trying to keep it in a curve rather than a straight line, so it looks slightly nicer. And then I'm going to fluff that hair up on the side, and again take it shorter. rounding it off. We want everything as round as possible. Good girl. Then look at her from the front. And at this point we're going to start just making everything look round. So I'm going to just pop in her visor. I'm going to pull that forward. And just take that visor straight across. Just curve it around. And then look at her from the front. And just start rounding everything up. When you're doing this, you don't want to pull the ears back or forward because it changes the shape of the head. So if you're moving an ear out of the way, just move it gently without changing the whole shape of the cheek. I'm just trying to get everything as round as I can. Again, taking away a bit of that dirty hair. I don't like to blow in their face too much or too hard. I think it scares them a bit. And I'm just using my comb, going over things lots of time, getting it as neat as I can. Good girl. Good girl. It's actually quite helpful when they shape, because then you can have a look and see what needs tidying up. Good girl. And if I hold her from behind, just under the ears, I can get under that chin. We want a nice curve coming under there. Be very careful when you're coming around the nose because you don't want to catch anything. And that's it, that's our little cute round head.